By a show of hands, who here has ever had a feeling deep down inside of, wow, I've come a long way? Feel free to raise your hand. Now, if you raised your hand, I want you to truly ask yourself this one question. Have I fully embraced my wow moment? My wow moment came during my high school project on kidney disease. As I learned about the human body, I discovered how amazing science is. But check this out. In high school, this bull, me, the person standing before you today, I wasn't the most academically inclined student. Not at all. In fact, I graduated with a 1.8 GPA. Yeah! Let me say that again. For those who didn't hear me in the back, I graduated high school with a 1.8 grade point average. My auntie Angie suffered from kidney disease my entire life growing up. And I could always remember her having to go get her dialysis treatment. You see, Auntie Angie was my TV and snack buddy, I like to call it. So when she would leave and get her dialysis treatment and I couldn't get no snacks, man, I was bummed. Auntie Angie was one of the kindest people. And I'm not just saying that because, she would let me watch TV when nobody else would, but she would genuinely connect with what I like. She would watch TV shows with me like Smart Guy, Boy Meets World. I'm just listing some shows I used to watch on Disney Channel. So come my senior year, when it was time for me to pick a research topic to graduate, I wanted something I might be passionate about. And that was my auntie. Auntie Angie passed away before I got to high school. So I really saw this project as a moment to reconnect with her and understand what she went through. I decided to dive deeper into dialysis. Little did I know that exploring kidney disease would be the start of my scientific journey. When I got to college, I studied biology. And as I persevered through the challenges of college life, I would always go back to that high school project on kidney disease, as it provided the fuel I needed to pull all-nighters, to study for exams, to even pour my heart and soul into research topics. It wasn't just about achieving better grades. It was about the joy of learning. All right, y'all. Let's keep it 100. That's really keep it 100 right now. The statistics say I am not supposed to be standing before you today. But guess what? I did it. Me, that inner city black kid, city boy, North Philly, now studying biology. I like to say I traded Philly cheesesteaks for Carolina barbecue. After college, I found myself as a scientist doing behavior studies with lab rats. And it's funny how life goes. Those same problem-solving skills I developed during that high school project on kidney disease turned out to be incredibly useful in the lab. Managing lab rats and experiments required a similar approach, much like understanding how kidney disease affects the body. This experience illustrated to me that skills are incredibly adaptable. It shows the abilities we develop in one area of our lives can often be repurposed and applied in an entirely different context. My background, once seen as an unlikely fit for the scientific world, became a valuable asset. As people, we learn in many different ways, gathering a diverse set of skills along life's journey. And these skills are cumulative, building upon each other. So, what skills are you developing now? Teamwork? Communication? Listening? They're transferable to future endeavors you may not even thought of. I want you to now think of your skill set as a toolbox. Each new skill coming in handy for various opportunities. Learning to identify and apply these transferable skills can open doors to limitless opportunities. I mean, let's look at during the pandemic, right? We all seen countless people pivot from one career to another, often in entirely different industries. Let's look at a teacher's communication or organizational skills, translating into a role in corporate training. Or what about a restaurant manager's expertise in a fast-paced environment, becoming invaluable in logistics or retail management? Reinvention. Evolution. My journey wasn't about leaving my past behind. It was about bringing each lesson and skill I acquired with me into each new phase of life. And I continue to evolve from scientist to engineer. Yeah, me, the same boy that told you at the beginning of this talk that I graduated with a 1.8 GPA. That final grade point average didn't define me. A small spark from a high school project on kidney disease brought me to where I am today. As a forward thinker, while still connecting with my younger self, embracing everything I've been through in life. In life, we may experience many wild moments. But who's to say where those wild moments can lead us to down the road? Using my experience and thinking in a creative way has brought me to where I am standing before you today. And I mean, if you're wondering right now, that's why they call me Richnovated. Rich who? There you go. Auntie taught me the skill of being a problem solver. And guys, I have to say, that's a wild moment. So what's your wild moment? What has life taught you? The good times? The tough times? Your experience? Your training? We all have hidden skills that are often overlooked. Lessons that remain untapped, waiting to be translated into our current pursuits. What I learned along this life journey is that nothing is wasted. There is real value in what we know. And that's the real currency.